Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The Dog Pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing, Mayfield. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield runs over him. And some room to work. And he'll be out right at the 35. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. A nice throw there by Mayfield, a guy who really reemerged as the season and later the playoffs went on last year. What are defenses trying to do against him?
But the first thing defenses want to do is use his emotion against him because he's such a passionate player. Sometimes he comes up really hyped up, and the ball might sail a little bit early. But as the game settles in, the next part is make sure you chip away at his timing, put the pressure on him so maybe his feet don't get quite set, and then he's not able to be as accurate as he normally is.
Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. At the 37-yard line. Now it's 2nd and 9. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. Finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. To throw, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this one is no good. He missed it.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. It had been a a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. A run for Nick Chubb. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Mayfield looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Odafe Oweh in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Hey, alert! Watch 36 to Mike. You ain't going nowhere.
Now Mayfield. It's caught by Hooper. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Chubb. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So they'll be looking for the win here in Cleveland to complete the season sweep. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Ravens 21, Browns 7. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
I need to get my
from deep in the end zone. He's going to bring this out.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
From the 27, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On 1st down, Dobbins. He can't get him down.
Showtime today.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Go, go, go. Wait. 36 to Mike. Target. Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. John Johnson with the INT. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Following the interception, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 12. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Got an open man at Schwartz. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. And Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I'd just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
Second down, here's Chubb again. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mayfield now. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off at the 39. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 177 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On the ground, it's Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. That one goes for 8 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. Open space inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal.
Check 9. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Browns are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. But 223 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Dobbins. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Here's Sam Cook now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced them. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. And again, it's Chubb. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, he'll buy some time right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Mayfield on 1st down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They run it again with Chubb. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Mayfield knocks this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
All you got to do is look at
Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Big side. Let's go. Let's go.
The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.